Hello, guys. Welcome to episode 4 of my Bitcraft online journey. For this episode, I'm going to be doing my most beloved gaming content of all, and that's base building. So sit back, relax, and watch me transform this base into a bigger, somewhat functional settlement with a bit of story to tell. Let's start. Hello again, guys. Glad you made it this far into the video. By now, as of the recording of this video, I have already played 595 hours of Bitcraft. Getting from Tier 1 to Tier 3 settlement was easy. Only took me 3 days. A bit of was from crafting the Tier 3 stations, and most of it was from terraforming the land around the settlement. Crafting items, storages, cargo stalls, and Tier 3 walls, as well as placing decorative trees and lighting to brighten up the settlement at night. Okay, with all that said, let me give you a quick tour of the complete but not yet finished Tier 3 settlement. Let's go. First, let me show you a drone view around the settlement. Okay, so over here, I have my Tier 3 smelters with storages right next to each. I made 8 of them because I mainly use ferrolith frames to supply my settlement. In the middle here, I have my claim totem. Currently Tier 3 with only one member, that's me, because I'm solo, and I made sure no one can join this claim. Housing is 0, since I haven't made anything yet. That will for another video. Currently, my settlement has 3,000 total claimed area and is eating up 60 supplies per hour. Okay, moving on here. Perpendicular to the smelters, I have my Tier 3 smithing station. Right next to smithing, I have 2 types of storages. One is the Tier 3 large chest, as well as a Tier 3 barter stall. Now, if we zoom out here, you might notice I don't have a single stockpile. Instead, I have multiple barter stalls. That's because the barter stalls are my stockpiles. Why, you may ask? Okay, let me explain. This is a Tier 3 stockpile and its required hex space to make. Compare that to a Tier 3 barter stall and its required hex space to make. Now let's go to storage. A Tier 3 stockpile has 18 cargo slots, while a Tier 3 barter stall only has 12 cargo slot. But it evens out because Tier 3 barter stalls also has 40 item slots, while stockpiles only has cargo slots. Now, when it comes to the difficulty in acquiring the items to build both structures, I'd say they're both easy enough to make. Anyways, this is just my opinion. It's all yours to decide. Okay, let's continue with the tour. So over here to my right, I have my Tier 3 mining station. Placed it here since its only use is for acquiring pieces of metal and breaking rocks. Speaking of rocks, over here I have my Tier 3 masonry station. And off to the side here, I have 5 Tier 3 kilns. In the end over here, I have placed Rumba. Rumba needs to be nearby since you can only buy some specific items used in crafting from him. One example of this is the clothmaker's mordant, which is used in making Tier 3 cloth. Okay, now just across from Bog, I have my Tier 3 forestry station. Placed it here since I'll mostly use this to cut trunks into logs to use as firewood for the kilns and the smelter. And of course, the forestry station partner in crime, the carpentry station, also Tier 3. Right next to the carpentry station, I have here a Tier 3 tailoring station. Just across it, we have the Tier 3 foraging station with a barter stall to place those roots. I also made 4 Tier 3 looms and a bunch of storage. Moving on, let's go here. Out the gate to find the Tier 3 farming station, and right next to it is the well. And of course, farming plots. Over here, you'll see I have unfinished buildings. Those are houses. I'll be making them in another video. This is the north entrance to the base. Okay, going back. Here I have my Tier 3 leather working station. Across it is a Tier 3 hunting station, plus 3 Tier 3 tannery with more storages. Now over to here, placed neatly in the middle of everything, is the Tier 3 scholar station. Now, back over here is the bank with 2 houses which I'm going to use as warehouses. But again, that's for another video. Okay, let's move over to the other section of the settlement. So here I have multiple barter stalls used for more storage, mostly for ore and trees. And speaking of trees, I have here a tree farm. By the end here, we have the port. And of course, where there's a port, there's a Tier 3 fishing station. Okay, now let's go to the last section of the settlement. This is the section which took me a long time to terraform. Okay, so here we have Svim performing in his little stage. While over here, we have Heimlich right next to the cooking station and the oven. Also in the middle here, I have my waystone. Let's walk to here, to this little area with a dirt path. I like to think of this place as kind of like a training area. And if you walk up to here, you have your weapon trainer Ramparte. This big outline right here is a big residential house where I would be staying, of course. On its side right here is Brico, since you can get the housing training from him. Also with him is the workbench and the construction station. And finally up this stairs is the entrance to Alessi's hideout, which is being guarded by Rampart. Okay, that's about it for my settlement. Hope you like what I did to the place. I'll see you guys again for the next episode. Also, if you want to see me playing Bitcraft live, hop into Twitch, go to Bitcraft online channel, and look for the name Veljosan. Thanks for watching. Bye!